Hello again, and welcome to episode 2 of the Ugly Dungeoneers, playing OD&D using Delving Deeper. I went a bit back to my old cluttered setup, because it seemed like all the applications I had were a bit heavy on my computer. It might be still with my little face up there. Maybe I should remove that at some point. But it seems it goes a bit better now. So I'm going to do this the old school way with real dice and graph paper. Again, back to the graph paper with the pen and the eraser. Where is the eraser? I don't know. It erased itself. Dad jokes. I'm just finding it. I used to have like 8 at least erasers in this pencil case. I don't know where they've gone. Let's see. Okay, so a couple of things. As you can see, Porphy Clear is now replaced with Moro, the dwarven fighter. I'm going to say that they had a couple of downtime this afternoon. I'm trying out the one-on-one time here. So in the late afternoon they got Porphy Clear to the church to heal her up, but I think that in order to pay for the treatment of Porphy Clear's necrosis, mummy necrosis, we have to pay the local church a lot of coin. So she's sort of out. And the thing is that she's actually out for quite a while. If we alone say that she should get rid of the necrosis, it will take 20 days. I would be able to get up to full HP quite fast just by healing her, and but it says that I have to use cure disease to actually get rid of the disease. So in that sense, Porphy Clear, I cannot remember how it was pronounced, is sort of out and away for 20 days. I need to write that somewhere. I'm going to write it here. Was it Porphy Clear? Porphy Clear. That's a weird name. Our elven fighter, or elf. But during the afternoon they found this old dwarf at the back of the inn. He has a wooden leg, and yeah, he's old, and he's let's have his character sheet up. What did I get? Moro, here we go. Yeah, drab clothing, old, missing limb, wooden leg. The thing about, I looked in both places, about dwarves, it's really vague how it works with their ability to detect dangerous construction and traps and whatnot. It just said that they can't do it, and I tried to see if they had a rule for it in Swords and Wizardry, but they sort of state that it's vague, but they also said that it's up to the GM to adjudicate what's going on. So what I've done is I'm sort of given dwarves the ability to, bit like elves, the ability to on sort of trap and dangerous construction detection. Trap and dangerous construction detection. Just in general, simply. Because I don't know else how to adjudicate it. It also says, for instance, in here that elves are nearly invisible in their grey cloaks, and yeah, it has a lot of wording like that where you don't know. Same goes with halflings, so I don't know really how to play it. I guess it's more or less up to the referee to decide on this. So I've decided that it works a bit like the elf ability to detect secret doors. So that's that. He's clad in chainmail, has a shield and a morning star. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to write his hit die, which is a 1d6 plus 2, and I think I need to roll it still, so here is his hit points. Whoa, also an 8, like Puffy Clear, and his armor class is, let's see, 5 plus the shield, that's down to a 4. And his movement, I'm just going to copy his movement from one of the others. So, like that. So I'm guessing his movement is, yeah, it's just because he has it's the random generator I used to make him. He says he was missing a limb, and I saw his dex was down to 8, so I'm not going to give him any other disabilities because, or sorry, negative effects, because he's had a long life with his wooden leg. He knows how to go around. It's just that, yeah, his poor dex. So so the others want to find treasure because they need to pay for the healing of Porphy Clear to the local church. So they are going back actually to the dungeon. They are not trying their luck anywhere else to see if they can find another dungeon. They know there's a dungeon here, so they're going straight back. So yeah, and Moro was drinking his life away in the back of the inn in the stolen oak. Perhaps it was him who stole the oak to make a wooden leg. We don't know, but instead of just staring down into the ale tankard, ale mug, they convinced him that he still had some adventuring days left in him. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so I just want to kick it off right away, actually, and not have a long rambling introduction. So the party moves at 8 in the morning after Moro sobered up into the hills, and up here. So it's now sort of evening time. We have to do an encounter check. It's in the open, so it's only on a 6 we have an encounter. No encounter. So and let's keep track of the days, so day 4. Going back, dungeon day. Moro joined the party. It was actually the day before. Moro joined. Okay, so Parfi clear. It's off in. She has 20 days. If we get the payment, for it, it will bring it down to 20 days. Necrosis. Healing payment. Okie dokie. So, okay. Oh yeah, it's actually because they camped. Camping near ruin, and day 5. They enter the dungeon again. So, and Moro can feel the spirit coming back into his bones again. It's like in his youth. Maybe Moro was a great fighter, but he lost some levels to he was level drained or something. I don't know. We don't know why an old dwarf fighter would be level 1, but okay. The party comes down. The party comes down the stairs into the dungeon. And they did not spike the door, so it's stuck again. I'm not going to say that there are any monsters again, so I'm just going to have it 2 guys opening the door, trying to open the door. And who is carrying the light? Yeah, I know, by the way, I did a few mistakes last video. One thing was actually that Porfi clears, she actually had a lantern oil on herself. I don't know, that's that. Anyways, who lights the torch? I think I want torch this time in case we meet a... we should have... who is going to carry the lamp? I think it's going to be... We're going to hand a torch to Edlin. So he's not carrying his lantern. He's just carrying a torch. But again, it's a bit weird if he is mapping, as I think he is. So we can put the lantern down to map. Actually, Moro could put his shield away. So could. You know what? I'm going to have Gloris put his shield away. Gloris is going to put it away, so she has a 5 in armor class now. She puts it in her backpack, or on her back underneath the backpack. Okay, they go down into the dungeon. I cannot remember if I already wrote, but anyways, we open the door in one go. We come into the room and we find the secret door. And by the way, I also said that the movement speed was 120. That is wrong. It is in fact 180. I don't know. I knew it was 180. It was just 120 that came out of my mouth. Anyways, do they actually want to go down and sort of kill this mummy from, you know, I don't know how they do it, light up some arrows and shoot him, kill the poor thing, get some easy XP? Are they out for vengeance? You know what? I'm going to allow it. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh yeah. I should still roll for wandering monsters, right? So no wandering monsters. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So I'm not going to roll or anything for it. They wrapped some linen cloth around some arrows, light them up with fire, and they simply shoot him down with fire. I'm not going to even bother doing the combat. He's going to. It's a horrible scene with a zombie burning. Zombie. Keep calling him zombie. With the mummy burning to his. To ashes, and they feel quite satisfied about that. But I am going to take up a couple of arrows from each, I think. Oh, or not, actually only from, let's see, who has arrows? Yeah, let's take a couple of arrows off. Let's put it down to 18 out of 20. So he might have missed by one, and then the mummy couldn't put out the torch. So that was an easy kill. So that is actually a lot of XP here. So the way you kind of do it, I guess, is that you, if it's in the OD&D rules, is that it they simply get 500 experience points for this each, because it's a level 5 hit die monster. So that's quite crazy. So that's that. One sec, I'm going to add it. So there's that. Okay. The question is, are they going down this way or this way? Let's roll it. So 1, 2, 3, they're going back. 4, 5, 6, they're going further down here. They're going back. So it's actually 50, 60, 70, 80. So right about here. We have to have yet a wandering monster roll. Oh, actually, two things. We have to, after the fight is done, it always takes 10 minutes. There's a 10-minute turn, including the fight. I'm going to say that it takes 10 minutes, so I'm going to roll again here. No wandering monster, and for the total of the length they have walked. No wandering monster. Okie dokie. So, so that's 30. Just writing a little mental note up there. So, we come to this part. So we're now going to roll. I found the PDF. So of the dungeon generator. So yeehaw. I'm not going to show you because it's in a spread format. I will see if I can link to where I found it. Anyways, we are going to roll the procedural dice check. That is an 18. Dead end. There's no secret door. Okay, so we I could check but that's weird because I can actually check per the rules here of this generator. I could actually check every wall, and there would be a chance for a secret door, although it's quite small. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's just go back. So 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 50, 60. Down here. Oh, we were checking, so that takes... Okay, no wandering monster. So we actually have to take a rest and then also roll again. No wandering monsters. Our light torch goes out, and we have to light another one. Bum bum bum. So Moro hands a new one to Edlin. So it's 160 feet they've walked down here. What is in the wrong dice? 8 again. I think I just rolled that. That is side passage. Okay. 3. Left 45 degrees ahead. So it's actually... Okay, I get it. So it actually turns left here, but it continues this way. So for another 30 feet, 1, 2, 3, and then from this angle here, because it's an angle to where we are at. Not from the compass as I understand it. It's through our eyes, so it goes this way, as I see it. So left or ahead? Left. So drawing that took the rest of the turn. So wandering monster check. No wandering monsters. An hour has passed, so it's actually 9 in the morning on day 5. 9 minutes. 9. Yeah. 9 in the morning. They're going left. New periodic check. 11. Side. Yeah, there's a mistake in the table here. It says, that is really weird. 8 to 10 side passage, then it jumps to 14 to 16. So I wonder if it should have been 8 to 13, or the chance of rolling. That is actually quite weird that there's this mistake. So what should we do? Chance of finding a room. Oh, you can't find rooms at the end of corridors. Okay, it goes into chambers. Okay. What are we going to say? So, are we just going to up the chances of finding a side passage? Boom, 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 boom. So it's 8 to 13. That's a lot. So it's a side passage. Side passage. Let's roll it. 1. Left 90 degrees. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going to roll again. 20. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, it does actually say wandering monster. Let's just say that. But it tells us to roll again to see where the monster comes from. 7 is a door. And then we need to roll for door location. I think. Yeah, we do. So it's ahead. Okay, so the door is here, so the monster comes from the door. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, let's roll the monster. Here we go. Found the pages. 4 is on table 1, luckily. We're going to... Whoops. Is my computer tired again? Okay. 2 dogs. Dogs. Is that a good or bad thing? It should be here, but maybe there's no entry for dogs. Yeah, there's dogs over here, so sorry. Keen-nosed pack animals that inhabit plains and prairies. They can be trained only if separate from the pack as pups, but will then have a +2 loyalty. Ooh. Okay, and it sort of says that their hit die is equal to ours, and that's the number of the sort of their level. So we have hit die 1. So I'm going to say that there are 4 dogs, and we are going to roll a encounter reaction roll. Sorry, it's called. Must be here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to 9. It's sort of positive, and we do have. Ooh, actually, we have Moro. Let's have a look at Moro's character. He has a +1 to reaction rolls, I think. Let's check his charisma thing again. No, it's actually loyalty that he has. So, but 9 is still quite positive. Let me just find the reaction roll table. Positive. Okay. So what I'm going to say that there are these 4 stray dogs running around here and they are quite fond of Moro, and Moro sort of pets them, and yeah, and the others are really glad that they have Moro with them. Not that I want to take puppies away from the dogs, but is there a chance that they have puppies with them? So Moro can get a dog? I'm going to say there's a 50-50 chance that there's a puppy here. But is he going to take the puppy away from? No, he's not going to do that. Oh, it could be cute. Maybe we should find a dog for Moro. Okay, anyways. So we're going to say that interaction took a turn. And I'm guessing it's not small dogs because they could sort of open the door. They jumped the handle of the door, and we're going, please hold the door for us. But the interaction took 10 minutes. We're going to roll another No Wandering Monster checks. So, okay, what's beyond the door? A room. We found a room. Unusual shape. See subtable. Interesting. It's an oval room about 2,700 square feet. So, room content. It's empty. How very boring. You can also roll special or empty. Insert a sealed envelope indicating room contents which can be prepared for you by a willing person, and open the envelope when indicated above. What? That is so hilarious. I'll get my girlfriend to write something for me. That is funny. That is actually quite funny. Maybe I should do that. You know what? I'm going to do that. Be right back. Okay, so I know this is silly, and I know I didn't roll an 18 for special content because I just found it hilarious that you can do this. So I just got So when they walk into this room where the dogs have been, I got my girlfriend to write something down on a piece of paper. I'm going to unfold it now. Just wait to see. It's in Danish, but water en beholder til vandopsamling. So it's a water container with a, I think it's it says, I can't read it. Oh, it's a cleaning filter. Now I get it. So it can clean water. So maybe there's a little, I know what's in here. I'm going to say that there's a water in here. There's a well in here. And there's this cup on the, but because these are adventuring people from a fantasy world, they just see this weird cup with this filter on. So it can not purify water per se, but it can perhaps make water drinkable. That's really good. That's fantastic. So one of them is going to try and drink it, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just, that's really hilarious. So maybe the dogs were taking water from the well. That is funny. Oh. So what I'm thinking is that this well might be sort of has bad water, but as I said, I don't think the characters knows this, so they've been drinking this water quite safely. But what about the dogs that were drinking from the water? Are they now sick, or I don't know. It's so 70s. I love it. I really love it. Anyways, I'm going to roll a dice to see where we go. We go straight ahead. So I'm guessing before we, of course, listen at the door here, we are going to and whatnot, because all that jazz took a turn. So I'm going to make another wandering monster check. We have wandering monsters. 3, that's table 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. Halflings. Oh my god. We have halflings. So I'm going to say that it's sort of a D6 halflings. What is this? 5 halflings. I'm assuming they're coming in through one of these doors. Which one is it? One. They could come. Yeah, okay, so it's all 4 of them. One, so it's from this one over here. 5 halflings. Okay. I'm going to roll a reaction roll. I'm not thinking we're going to have a fight against these halflings, but what I'm wondering is actually I always tend to forget that sort of the encounter procedures, that if it's whether it's surprise before encounter, it is actually any side surprised. It says something about with thieves, they in the party they surprise on a 3 and 6. Whoa. So no sides are surprised, but I'm going to make an encounter roll here, and it's only if I roll hostile. I'm going to say that these halflings attack. Oh, they are very they are positive. They are not quite enthusiastic, but they are very positive. So maybe they come in and I don't know, they probably have some names and whatnot. I can't be asked to do that right now. And then one of them says, "Oh, there's my drinking cup. You found it." And yeah, we talk with these merry little men here, and I don't know, will they give us some intel about this dungeon? Maybe they can tell us what is over here beyond the door. I'm going to say that they give us that information. So, what's beyond the door? Passage 45 degrees behind ahead. So it's sort of left, right. It's right. And I'm also going to roll a couple more times so they give us this on the map. Yeah, maybe twice more. Yeah, there's a straight passage, and then the straight passage leads into that is that weird table again. And then there's a side passage that goes so it continues. One sec. So the side passage first. Oh, it's a T passage. 45 degrees, then it's down this way actually into a T's passage. If I'm not mistaken, and then this corridor here continues. But this is really weird. So there can be, when it ends in a wall, there can be one-way secret doors. The chance is really high. So, but I don't know. I don't think it makes that much sense that it would go. Can we say that it goes actually also I know it's a bit weird, but can we say that it perhaps goes 45 degrees this way instead, and then I'm going to say that there is a one-way secret door here. And then they say I mean, it would only make sense if there's sort of a room down there. Let's just say that there is a room. They say there is a room down here, but they haven't checked it out because they were coming. Maybe there's a secret door here in the first room. Let's just say it's a normal secret. They're giving us this information. They say there's a secret door here. They're looking at our map, but we haven't been in here. So I'm going to say that there is a square room down here. Like that. So we forgot to write room numbers. Okay. So we say goodbye to the halflings. Yeah, is that the next turn? That took 10 minutes. Let's say that. No encounter. So they leave again out this way with the cup. Do we follow that? Do we try and check this out? Let's do it. So 30, 60. Yeah, they were holding the door sort of. 90. So this is a chamber. Okay. 18. Special or empty. There's another sealed envelope. You know what? My girlfriend has gone to bed. So special or empty, it says. But you know what? Can I just find some sort of random word in a book or something, and then you know what? What about just picking up table fables? I'm just going to flip the page and point somewhere. Okay. The floor is tiled with hundreds of small stones, painstakingly laid in intricate detail. In an intricate detail. Oh. So it's a mosaic tiles, or is it actually stones that are laid out in detail? What? Strange. Anyways, we go back. So that was 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then we try this secret door we heard there should be here. 70, 80. So actually here again we are going to have a no wandering monster. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we're going down here. But we are going to take the on the 6th turn we're going to take a break, so it's here. And oh my god, we have another wandering monster thingy. It's table 1 again. 7. While we are taking a break, goblins. One sec. I'm going to say it's 5 goblins because they are hit die 1 -1, so that's sort of the same as us. So 5 goblins. I'm going to write goblin detail down here. AC 7. Move 9. Hit die 1 -1. Yeah. Okay. So goblin. That's 1 goblin with 1 HP, 1 with gob 2 HP, 4 gob 3 with HP 1. Oops. Wow. 1 with another one with 4, goblin 4, HP 4, and the last goblin has 1. Goblin 5, HP 1 out of, 1. So, okay, I'm going to set up the owlbear map here, because I think we're going to have a fight. So, I am going to roll for surprise, and then the distance. Let's have it up. Take it out. Here we go. First surprise. We are the big dice. So they are actually surprised because we have a thieves, if they're used instead surprise. Okay, so the thieves. So we surprise with the 3 and 6, if I'm getting this correct. So encounter distance. If the party is surprised, the encounter will begin at 10 to 60 feet distance, and the surprised party will be unable to respond for 1 turn. Otherwise, the encounter will begin at 100 to 20 to 120 feet. Okay, so but they are surprised, but they start further away. Okay, so it's 2d6 away. Okay, so we start 50 feet away from them. So I'm going to draw a corridor. 1 sec. So I'm an owlbear, and I know it's an 45-degree angle, but it's just for the ease of this, just have it this way. So they're surprised. So our thief is going to try, because they're surprised, to hide in shadows. There's a 3 in 3 in 6 chance he can do that. Yes, he hides, but what he wants to do is that he wants to be able to backstab. So I think he can walk quite far, so he's just going to stand there in some sort of shadow there in a niche, and oh yeah, he should maybe just have shot, because there's only one with a bow. Yeah, I could also cast sleep, but I want to have the fight for this one. Let's just have our party a go at them. So it's movement phase first, so it's movement and missile. I'm going to say that they might have short bows, the goblins, but I mean, we are just running up into their face, so they're not going to be able to shoot without being able to hit their own. So, anyways, I'm going to move up. Yeah, it's sort of the surprise round, so we can do whatever we want. But I think I'm going to... Can they still try and shoot? I don't know. So he's going to attempt to sneak up there. No, he doesn't actually. Oh my god. Anyway, so he's just caught somewhere here. Let's say I don't know where it is. Maybe he gets all the way. He just thinks that he's being careful. I don't know. Let's put him here. So it's still our turn, because it's a surprise round. So we're going to have Moro first. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to cast any spells. It's Moro first. Let's just have him first. Against goblin number 2. 12. Let's see. They have AC 7. So I think that should be enough. Yeah, so it's actually just, 7 from 12, from 19, right? So how is it? Where is it? Let's see. The fighter. Why is it 11? Oh, because they're fighters. Okay, so they sort of have... anyways, I need to hit an 11. I'm a bit confused here. So it's a hit. 4 damage to goblin number 2. That is enough to kill him. So this poor fella here, boink, goes down, and now it's Glory's. That's a miss. Yeah. So now it's initiative. When we roll the same, I adjudicate that we win the initiative. So it's missile and movement. So what is going to happen here, because you can actually, because I use swords and wizardry rules also, or I use them also for the fight here, I can actually, as a movement, walk through another character, but they will get one hit on me. But I want to move this guy through here. So let's see if he gets the hit. He does actually. I shouldn't have done that maybe. No, I shouldn't have done that. I thought I was smart. I wasn't. I wasn't at all. Moro gets hit and he has 2 hit points left. Ouch. That was stupid. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to make room for my guy down here to shoot, and he can shoot twice now, you see. Straight ahead. That's a hit. Goblin number 4 also goes down, one with 4 hit points. I thought I was smart. I guess I wasn't. So, I'm going to... Will I allow that he can shoot this one at the back? I will allow it. He misses. So now it's Moro against Goblin number 5 or 3. Let's just say it's number 5. No, it's not yet. It's their movement and missile. You don't have any missiles, so it's movement. I think they might want to... I think they want to do a morale. I need to do a morale check soon. What are they going to do? I think they're just going to stand here like this. Yeah. So now it's melee, and then it's the dwarf. Misses. Then it's Glorious. That's a hit. 2 damage to number 1. It only has half 1 hit point, so it also goes down. Oh, I did actually forget to roll reaction roll, but since they are goblins and we have a dwarf and everything, this is meant to be. So now it's the goblins. I think they're both going to attack Moro. Shit. Sorry. That was my microphone. Shit. Moro is dead. Oh, nice knowing you. What does the last one do then? Okay. I think the goblins want to flee. Morale. Yeah. Initiative. I'm just rolling the morale roll first. 7. Stand off or hold. Okay, so they're not fleeing. Who wins initiative? We do. Shit. So 2 shots from. Let me just roll. Don't I have another die? So it's a hit and a miss. 2 damage to number 3, or yeah, it goes down. Number 3 goes down. Now it's movement also, so I'm just going to first take these out here. One thing though, if I play with the rules of my, as I said I did, of my the swords and wizardry rules I do, then we can actually get up to him. He's only dead if he doesn't get help in the first round. But what is help? Can we stop the bleeding? Is that the thing? I'm going to say yes. I want Moro to live. So where was I? I think it's Glorious. So I forgot, actually, I lost track of this movement, and they move up here, and Edlin is going to help Moro stop his bleeding, or what do you call it, sort of make sure he's not dying. But they will probably must try and retreat after. Anyways, Glorious, so it's Glorious, she's wants to attack. She misses, and now it's the goblin. She's going to attack Glorious, or he is. 11, that's a miss. So I think she has 4 in armor. Yeah, that's a miss. So we stop the Moro's bleeding, so he's halfway. He's 1 hit point, but he can't fight. So maybe I should roll for that. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll make a ruling for that. So now it's Glorious, right? That's a hit, and we kill the last goblin. Just going to remove the dead goblins. So what I think we have to do now is we have to get these guys out of the dungeon. Because I think he's stabilized. That is what we are going to call it. The patient is stabilized, but at 1 hit point then. Let's see. Yeah, at 1 hit point. So they are going to go out of the dungeon. So they are worth around, what is it? That's another 500 XP actually. But they're going out of the dungeon. I'm going to say that they can, just because they're so close. So they get out, and I'm just going to make one more encounter check for the travel back. No encounter. I think it's on a 6 also in the wilderness. I'm just going to say this. They make it back to town, but Moro is injured. Yeah. I will, for future reference, just say that I want to make a ruling that I will continue with regarding that. I do like the idea that you can be at your the many rounds you can be stabilized is equal to your level after you drop down. So, for instance, at level 3, a fighter would be able to be down for 3 rounds. And die on the 4th round. I kind of like that, and I play with it in Swords and Wizardry, so that is what I'm going to say. So, dungeon looks nice, by the way, kind of cool. Yeah. So the party, I need to, one little last thing is that I need to give them add the rest of the experience points to the party, and probably these goblins might have had some coins on them. They might have. So okay. They need to get. They brought Moro back to safety, to the back of the inn, and he's resting there near the fireplace. So that's where we're going to stop for today. We still maybe have some. I'm going to write it here. Goblin treasure? ? Oh, not treasure, but loot for next time. But thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.